Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome. Happy Monday. Welcome to At Lafayette Live here on Monday, November 3rd, 2025. So glad that you could join us on this lovely Monday evening. We're a day after going back to, I believe it's back to standard time. I believe we were on daylight savings time, and we're now back on standard time. So we had our time change this last weekend. Hope you enjoyed your extra hour of sleep. I think we enjoyed a movie Saturday night. That doesn't really affect us. I'm a night owl anyway. If you've ever worked with me, you know that you're just as likely to get a message from me in the middle of the night as you are during the day. But anyway, welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining us. We got quite a bit to talk about. We had Halloween this last Friday. The boys went out trick-or-treating with mom and dad tagging along. Got a pretty good haul, and we took our mom tax and dad tax afterwards, and we certainly enjoyed that. Hope that if you had kids out trick-or-treating, or if you were at home and had kids knocking on your door, saw some really cool things. I tell you what, we live on a county road, so we go visit a neighboring neighborhood for trick-or-treating. Somebody set up a little mini haunted house kind of set up on their porch. It was the coolest thing. There was a cul-de-sac in this particular neighborhood where all of the neighbors super got into the spirit of the holiday, and it was just so much fun. We were off last week, but we're back at it. We're heading into November. Lots to talk about as always, but before we do, drop in the comments or in the chat rather, where you're watching from. It's always fun to see where people are watching from. We always have a contingent that, of course, here in the greater Lafayette area, in Lafayette or West Lafayette in Tippecanoe County, and the greater Lafayette area, I include the ring counties, Carroll County and Benton County and White County, Fountain County, Montgomery County. I'm leaving somebody out there. Forgive me if I've left you out. But also a lot of expatriates, former Lafayette residents who have moved elsewhere. Got some friends in the Chicago area. Routinely see some folks watching from California and Texas and Florida, where it is warmer there than it is here now. I know that we occasionally get some Purdue parents watching in. Perhaps your kids are here studying at Purdue, or you're considering sending your students here to Purdue University, great university here in West Lafayette. Welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for spending your Monday evening with me. We're going to jump right into everything that we've got to talk about. But one of the things that I want to say is that we're going to talk about some cool things to do in November here in the greater Lafayette area. But we're not going to lead with that. So stick around if you want some ideas of fun things to do in November here in the greater Lafayette area. But first, let's start off with some good news. Last Friday, the city of Lafayette and Faith Church, Faith East, opened their new community skate park. And this place is just so cool looking. I'm not a skater, never have been. I'm probably not coordinated enough to actually do it. It's not that I have anything against it. It's just that I don't want to break anything. But really cool skate park. It's over on 26 East, just a little past the Mire on the east side. Public skate park open to everybody. And man, it's just super cool. If you're a skater, a BMX biker, I saw kids out there on their scooters. It looked like a really fun time. This is what it looks like. Tell me that's not cool. And I'm not a skater. Lots of places for people to congregate and hang out while skating. They had a park a few years ago, and then it kind of, I don't know, so much fallen into disrepairs. It just gotten on in age and everything, and so it closed, and was wood based, and so this new one is concrete based and is going to last a long time. And the skaters that are out there are just raving about how good this park is. Here's a couple more views of the park. That's the parking lot. Let me try a different screen grab view. There we go. That's better. You don't need all my information. You know who I am. Aerial view. I don't know the names of everything. So if you're a skater, if you've got a skater child, forgive me. But there's like the traditional swimming pool setup. But down here in the corner, it's actually off the screen. Let me scroll through the pictures. The terrain park, the rails and ribs, and I know I'm making a fool of myself, but there's actually like this half moon, half pipe thing with a basketball goal that is just so cool. I think this is that this is really cool. And it's one of those, like, there's something for everyone sorts of things here in the community. And I've driven out there a number of times. I spent quite a lot of time driving back and forth out that way in town. And man, it has been super popular just in the few days that it's been open. There's the basketball goal, so you can actually skate and play basketball at the same time. You can, I can't. That would be a very bad idea for me. But if you're a skater, if you've got somebody that's a BMX biker, or take out your scooters, I think it sounds like an awesome time, and just, I think, a testament to how great our community is. This is a partnership between the city and a church. It's really the best of, I think, what a public-private partnership can be. The park is free and open to anybody that wants to come. All you have to do is pop into the rec center there and fill out a waiver, or they've got QR codes posted around where you can fill out the waiver online, and then you're free to use it. So I think that's really cool. Like I said, Lafayette and Tippecanoe County and Faith East all chipped in funds. Faith East chipped in the property for it. So go check it out. New skate park in Lafayette. And if you think that's cool, it's also cool to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss a minute of the content here on At Lafayette Live every Monday at 7 o'clock, and the Lafayette Reel. We post new videos all the time. Also in development-related news, there is a survey that is currently open to get your input about what you might want to see along the Wabash riverfront. That is just coming along night and day difference, even in the last 2 decades. It's amazing how different it is. But there was a public info session last week at the West Lafayette Public Library where consultants that have been hired to collect ideas about what might be future use for the Wabash riverfront here in the area. And they're kind of looking at this area here, stretching from on the west side down to where the John T. Myers pedestrian bridge is, all the way down almost to Evonik, just developing what the future of that footprint looks like. And I actually filled out the survey myself the other day. They've got some selections in this survey that are based on, like, what other riverfronts look like. Here are some of the ideas that you can rank: improved river edge, Wabash and Erie Canal interpretation, elevated treetop trails. You know what? I've filled out the survey. Can I open it again? I just want to see if I can show you the pictures, because the pictures do so much better than words. Here we go. Okay, so I've already voted, so I won't vote again, but I'm going to show you this. So water features, so, and you can vote for 10 of them, and you get one. Each one is 1 point. So water features, you get some lawn area as a selection. Of course, public art. We have lots of public art here in the area. Suggestions for trails and boardwalks, treetop trails, some wetlands, adventure recreation, public beaches, natural areas, mixed-use bars, shoppings, and restaurants, a kayak and canoe marina and put in, improved river's edge, a skate park. We just got done talking about skate parks, overlooks, play courts, a skating and ice rink, some canal interpretation. I think a really cool thing would be the performance space, play areas, and park shelters. I won't tell you how to vote. You go vote for yourself. I definitely voted for some of the more developed uses, just in that there's plenty of nature to be had around here, and there are some really cool river walks. Naperville up in the Chicago area has this, or is it Aurora? Has this really cool river walk. Think like San Antonio style. The one in Chicago is like, well, not Chicago, but in Naperville or Aurora is like San Antonio light. But think San Antonio and all the dining and shopping and nightlife that you can have there. And that just like really appeals to me, and I think would be great development building off our successful downtown in Lafayette and building off of the developing downtown of West Lafayette. Right now, the votes kind of stand at, let's see, 5%, 5%. The overlooks at 8% have the lead. It looks like Improved River's Edge. They're all kind of evenly split right now. So Get It Trails and Boardwalks at 9%. Get in there and vote. Give your opinion for what you think. But I think that's really, really cool. And I look forward to a more developed riverfront area. And you know what? I think it's one of those, if you build it, they will come. And I know that if they build it, I will definitely go. I will spend some time down there. I can imagine sitting on a restaurant's patio, enjoying a nice, cool spring evening, or fall evening, as it were right now. But go vote, and I'll put it down in the comments below. But if you're watching live and you want to do this right now, the website is. I just had it. Sorry, I want to give you the shorter one. Go to history. onewabashriver.com. That's the one spelled out. ONEWABASH river.com. And click for your input, and you vote for what you want to see that turned into. And while you're voting, the other thing you can vote on is how much you like our channel and our videos and our show, and subscribe so you don't miss any of it. Have you guys lost track of the number of hospitals that are coming to West Lafayette? Well, if you've lost track, don't worry. I'm counting for you. 4. 4 is the number. And one of the latest to announce was IU Arnett Health. And they have not, up till recently, not said exactly where they are going to go, but it has been announced finally that they have a rezoning request that will go before Area Plan Commission this November to rezone 21 acres. It is at the southwest corner of Yeager Road and County Road 500 North. Going to change it from R3 multifamily to MR, which is medical related. So it is officially announced where they are going. We don't know exactly what facilities, what services each of the 4 hospitals are going to have. They have definitely talked a little about, who's going to have emergency and how many beds. The IU West Lafayette Hospital, I don't think I have those numbers in front of me. Hospital is going to have a 24/7 emergency department, some operating rooms, inpatient care, a helipad, but I don't think we have the specific numbers on sizes and number of patients that they're going to be able to treat at that location. But let's show you where this is on the map. Basically, it is, here we go, that's better. Here is 600 North and 50 West, or Salisbury, basically going right in this area right here. And it's going to be just down the street from, did I put that right? 500 North, not 600 North. Sorry, got myself confused switching around windows. Apologies. 500 North, kind of right here, not too far, just past the Whitaker Inn, next to the blueberry farm here. If you've ever picked blueberries at their farm, it's a fantastic place to go. Going to be just to the north of the new SK Hynix development and Millbrook, the 1,000 doors that are coming here to West Lafayette. So that's where the new IU Arnett West Side Hospital is going to go. We'll be following up on this as they go to Area Plan Commission later this month, and then they'll go to the Tippecanoe County Commissioners early next month for that approval, but I'm guessing they'll sail through those approvals with no problem whatsoever. I'm not a fortune teller. Don't, come back to me and say, oh, Jeff, you were wrong. I just think that this is going to happen. There's no way that a hospital system of this size gets this far along the path and hasn't talked to local development officials. That's the way. That's the way that it works. You don't present plans blindly. And you also don't watch At Lafayette Live without hitting the like and subscribe buttons. So hit it and don't miss a minute of all the content here. And don't forget that I am Jeff Gooch. I'm a realtor with the Russell Company powered by At Properties. And I bring you all of this to hope that I can help bring you information about the greater Lafayette area and where we call home, and to help you find home here in the greater Lafayette area. And whether you're looking to buy or sell, I'd love to be your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice. Please go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube and let's work together on home in the greater Lafayette area. And while you're doing that, next up, Food Finders has launched their annual Drive Away Hunger food drive, and it is especially important this year. There is no doubt, with the government shutdown and the controversy over supplemental nutrition assistance program cuts, and just the general state of the economy, and people wondering where the next bite of food's going to come from. It's difficult sometimes, and I don't mean to wade into the politics of it. Let's stick with, there are people in need. There are people who are hungry or on the edge of hungry. And if you're in a position to help, I would really, really, really encourage you to go help. And if you are in a position that you can donate time, food, and money, go to food-finders.org/DAH, Drive Away Hunger. And let's help feed our friends, our neighbors, those around us who just need an extra little bit of help, especially here as we get into the holiday season. I know it would mean a lot to me. I know it would mean even more to the people who need your help and need the food, and their children, and all of those folks who need your help. So that's Food Finders and their annual fall food drive. Go check it out. Do what you can to help. There will be a number of events throughout the coming month. They're going to be a Feed the Need Day. Lafayette Media Group is going to have collection drives at all 4 Paylesses here in Lafayette and West Lafayette. On November 27th, if you want to run for a cause, you can sign up for the Gobble Wobble 5K. It's at 9:30 in the morning, and proceeds go to help feed the hungry. And on Giving Tuesday, Indiana Packers and Ziegler Subaru are going to match donations up to $20,000. So if 20,000 of you could go give $1, we would raise $40,000 right there. So please, please, please go help. If you would like to donate food, you can drop off at the Food Finders warehouse at 1210 North 10th Street in Lafayette every Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And also volunteerism. Some of us can give time, some of us can give money, some of us can give food. Whatever that you can give is important, but if you can give of time, food-finders.org/get-involved/volunteer. If you just go to food-finders.org, and you'll be able to click on volunteer there. That would, it means a lot to help those who need help, to help the least of those, to help the least of us, to help our neighbors who we may not even know needs help. It's something that I think that we should all do. I won't preach at you anymore, but please, please, please go help if you are in a position, if you are fortunate enough to be able to do so. Next up, after you hit the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube and let me know how we can help find home here in the greater Lafayette area and hit the like and subscribe button, we're going to talk about cool things to do here in the greater Lafayette area in November. Now, we just wrapped up Halloween, and the joke was the morning after Halloween, Christmas starts for some. If that's you, fantastic. Love it. If that's not you, hey, fantastic. Don't let it bother you. Doesn't mean that we can't enjoy Thanksgiving together just by enjoying Christmas a little more, putting up our trees, putting up our lights and that sort of thing. But, in some ways, November kind of is the forgotten child a little bit. So I thought that we'd highlight some of the cool, fun things to do, because there's lots of things to do in December, and we're going to talk about those. Believe me, we're going to talk about those in the coming weeks. We will talk about those a lot. But in November, just a brief list. This is not comprehensive, but a few things that I have done in the past that I thought were cool, or a few things that I found that I think would be cool. I also reached out on Facebook to a lot of friends asking for ideas, and some of y'all pitched some. There is a day before Thanksgiving market that is hosted by the West Lafayette Farmers Market. This is going to be on November 26th from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and it's going to be in the John R. Dennis Wellness Center. There's going to be vendors selling holiday gifts, fruits, veggies, breads, desserts. Going to have some food trucks and some vendors. So I thought that was a cool November event, drawing a little bit of a blank there. Hey, and as I'm talking away, let me know in the chat what cool November events you know of here in the area. There's a holiday bazaar being put on as a fundraiser by McCutcheon High School this Saturday, November 8th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. There'll be crafts, vendors, food trucks starting to get ready for the holiday season. So if you would like to help support local schools, go to McCutcheon High School this November 8th, Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Down at McCutcheon High School. Looking forward to that one. I've been to that one at least once, if not twice. Always fun to see local artisans. Also in November, there's kind of a theme here. There's a lot of markets and bazaars and shops. This is an interesting one, though. November 8th and 9th, so this coming weekend, the Artisan Christmas Market at Heritage Farm. So Heritage Farm is out in Flora, 4175 County Road North, 1200 North in Flora. They're going to have live music, food trucks, a mobile bar with some wine and beer, kids' activities. You can make a Christmas decoration, bonfire, and roast some s'mores, photos with Santa, and an alpaca. These guys are known for their alpacas, so go hang out with the alpacas. That's why I thought this one was cool. And a hay ride with the 50 alpacas. No, you don't get to actually ride with the 50 alpacas, but that's this weekend. $10 carloads, so shove them in the trunk, old drive-in style. Also coming up this November that I thought was fun, if you've never been, Carpenter Creek Cellars is just a little north of here. Probably about a 20-ish minute drive north of Lafayette, depending on where in Lafayette you're coming from. Carpenter Creek Cellars in Remington. It's 11144 Jordan Road. Music in the Loft. Again, this Saturday, November 8th, 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock. If you've never heard Malachi Jaggers, local musician of some local renown, go enjoy some great wine. I rather do enjoy their wine. If you know anything about me, you know I enjoy a good little bit of wine, mostly making my own, but I do enjoy those made by others. But go check out Music in the Loft at Carpenter Creek in Remington this Saturday. Also this Saturday, but also multiple dates throughout the year, of course. But this Saturday, the Lafayette Symphony Orchestra has their kickoff of their 75th anniversary with the world premiere of the Star City Overture. It's a new fanfare by an American composer, Edward Hurt, with some of my favorite music, selections from Appalachian Spring. I absolutely love Copeland. get to see our brand new conductor in his first season with the symphony. Really, really looking forward to that. That's at the Long Center on Saturday. The show is at 8 p.m., I believe. Let me check on that, see if I can find that real quick. 7:30 p.m. Tickets still available at Long Center. Great way to go see a show. So Lafayette Symphony Orchestra, always, always a great time. That's something to do in November. And then my last thing to do in November is the Farmers Market. So the Lafayette Farmers Market is going to have a special holiday market on Saturday, November 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's going to be a good time, first holiday market of the season. It's got a slightly different vibe than your normal summertime farmers market, of course, because it's definitely cooled off a little bit. I think they're a fun time, but go downtown Saturday, November 23rd for a holiday market and check that out. And so that's my wrap up of some fun things to do here in the area in November. I mean, that was day before Thanksgiving market, McCutcheon Holiday Bazaar, the Artisan Christmas Market at Heritage Farm, the art. Oh, I skipped some. I skipped two. I'm sorry. I was going through my list because my list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We talked about 6 of them. Sorry. Let's rewind. If you enjoy some Beatles music, Purdue Convocations is bringing a show this Friday called the Martin Sexton Abbey Road Show, where he's going to artist Martin Sexton is going to play the Abbey Road album from start to finish and also give context for the recording and folklore and stories about the Beatles. That's 8 o'clock this Friday at Loeb Playhouse. So go check that out. And then the other one that I skipped is if you have never been to the Arts Federation, they're at 638 North Street here in Lafayette, and they have some fantastic after-school classes for kids. They have art galleries. They have some performance spaces. They're just a fantastic, fantastic place. But they have new art exhibitions that are opening November 7th. The opening gala is from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So if you've never been, it really doesn't even matter what the art or artist is. It's just a great way to go spend an evening. So go check it out. Go see artists in context locally here. Each gallery is a little different. Each opening is a little different. Looks like we're going to maybe be looking at some ink blots for one this time around. And the other one is Colors in Season. Fantastic exhibits, and it's a great approachable way to art. It's not stuffy or stuck up or anything like. Just like go in and appreciate it for what it is, and then go shopping downtown or go to McCord's Candy and get a candy cane. But there you go, a bunch of things to do in November. 8 things: the day before Thanksgiving market, the McCutcheon Holiday Bazaar, Artisan Christmas Market at Heritage Farm, the Martin Sexton Abbey Road Show, the Arts Federation exhibition openings, Music in the Loft, a new LSO concert, and the Lafayette Holiday Market. 8 things to do in November. Quite a lot of them this weekend. Sorry about that. In November, I think that kind of happens because, at kind of the week before and then the weekend of Thanksgiving, calendar kind of clears for Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching. Don't forget that I am Jeff Gooch, local Lafayette realtor with the Russell Company powered by At Properties. And if you would love to live here in Lafayette, or if you're here in Lafayette and you need to sell, or you rent and you want to buy, you need to downsize, you need to upsize, I'd love to be your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice. Go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube and let's work together on all of your home needs here in the greater Lafayette area. And as you're doing that, because you can multitask, we're going to take a tour of 3 interesting homes here in the greater Lafayette area. And every time that we take these home tours, there's kind of a theme that holds them together. And this week, we're going a little further afield. We're going to check out 3 interesting homes. There's something kind of differently interesting. I'm not sure if that's actually words or phrase that goes together. Unique things that at each one, but they're a little further afield. And the first one that we're going to look at is 4530 South Fry Road in Williamsport. And why I wanted to look at these is we spend a lot of time here on the show talking about homes in Lafayette, walking distance to Purdue University, walking distance to Columbian Park, new builds on the south side. But we talk a lot about like the greater Lafayette area and like what does that really mean? Well, let's start to talk about that and put that in context. So I want to show you something here. I'm bringing up the map for our first tour here. It is, like I said, 4530 South Fry Hill Road in Williamsport. This is it on the map. I want to show you directions to Purdue University. I think that's a great way to go. So I'm just going to go directions, and for Purdue University, I'm going to use Stewart Center, just as kind of a good center point of campus. It is 52 minutes, 37 miles. It's not exactly next door. It's not a 10-minute drive, but it's not a 3-hour drive either. And I think once you tour this house, it'll kind of get the juices flowing. Go, wow, look what you can look what you can find, look what you can do, and like the amount of things there are to do out here in Fountain County, in Williamsport, and Covington, and Veedersburg. There's just all sorts of things to do. You know, like I said, 37 miles to Purdue University from. I gotta look here. I'm drawing a blank. Crawfordsville. This house is 45 miles from Crawfordsville. From Indianapolis, it is approximately an hour and 32. So, you know, but like I said, I wanted to really explore greater Lafayette and a little more wide ranging and show you the possibilities. So like I said, 4530 South Fry Hill Road. We've already looked at it on the map, so let's dive in. This one is 2 bedrooms, 3 baths, but it's on 43 acres, and it is a beautiful cabin retreat. It's rustic. It's definitely of a style. It's not for everybody, but the location, the 43 acres, I thought made it a fun tour to take. And look at those vaulted ceilings with the wood beams. Taxidermy may not be everybody's speed. It's not my speed, but you know, if it's your speed, there you go. And if it's not, you got your pond in addition to the cabin. You have the pole barns, so you can have a shop. That half-acre pond is fully stocked. It's got bluegill and bass. The pole barn is 40 by 30 with a concrete floor. It's just like a beautiful property. And if you just want to get out and really stretch your arms and have some room, some space to call your own and pursue some hobbies and have, you know, a home that is a cabin and feels warm and inviting, do some fishing, do some woodworking, some painting, some carpentry, whatever it is, this plot has the space. I mean, look at these aerial views. You can fish off your own dock. You could drop a little canoe in there. That covered porch is just absolutely magnificent. I love the open and airy vaulted ceilings. Yes, that is TV too high. You got the actual wood log fireplace. Just absolutely beautiful. We'll move on up to the bedrooms here in a second. Here is the kitchen with the eat-in island, stainless steel appliances, the distressed weathered gray finish on all of the cabinets, kind of the great room setup. You move upstairs into the lofted area, and one of the bathrooms, washer dryer, and again you've got the lapboard siding throughout. You got the The wood floors really feels like an actual cabin, but it is a home. So again, it's not going to be for everybody, but I wanted to tour unique homes here in the greater Lafayette area. And this one is certainly that. Between the interior cabin feel of the home, between the workshop and the pond, it just really doesn't get any more unique than that. Look at that. Look at that fire pit. I mean, just screams a nice fall day with the fire roaring and having some s'mores. We're getting close to the end of this tour. We're going to check out the shop. Covered porch there as well. Hiking trails through the trees. Again, this is 43 acres. No lack of space to get out there and really stretch your arms. And there's the property lines, and you can see comes in, and you have it's not an easement, but you have your drive off of South Fry Hill Road, and you are set far back, and all of these trees are yours. So that is 4530 South Fry Hill Road in Williamsport. 2 bedrooms, 3 baths, log cabin style, 43 acres with a pole barn. Currently listed for $1,075,000. I know. Touring expensive homes also means that sometimes we tour expensive homes. But if you'd like to go check that one out, go to the LafayetteReal.com/YouTube, and let's work together on home here in the greater Lafayette area. Next up, we're going to move our tour to another corner of the greater Lafayette area. This home has a Frankfort address. And I'm just going to pull up the map here. Yep, that is it. This one is 2775 Indiana 28. It's right on the state road. You get 18 acres with this one. Let's check out the map. Here we go. Here is State Road 18, Indiana 28. And we'll zoom out just a little bit to show you in relation. It's just a little east of Frankfort. So if you wanted to work in Frankfort, it is 6 minutes, 3 miles. Purdue University, again, using Stewart Center as our reference point. This one's a little further. It's 27.5 miles because it takes a little while to get from Frankfort out to the interstate. It's 40 minutes, but if you want a nice, unique property that is not right on top of Purdue University, this is definitely an option. And then from Indianapolis, oh, I messed this up. Purdue University, 46 minutes, 30.5 miles. I got that mixed up. So, better part of an hour, but only 30 miles. So maybe if you make really good time. And from Indianapolis, it is just about an hour, 49.5 miles. I mean, really, everything is Indianapolis is an hour from Indianapolis, as they say, right? So let's go on a tour of this one. Like I said, this is 2775 East State Road 28 in Frankfort. This one is 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,337 square feet, 18 3/4 acres, 18.77 acres. You got the brick front with the circle drive, 3-car garage. You can lease that land to be farmed, or you can farm it yourself. You have 2 homes, their main residence, plus the second residence is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath with its own garage. You can make it an in-law suite, make it a guest house. You can rent it. You got a 32 by 40 heated shop and a 30 by 45 pole barn, all with concrete floors. So just a lot to be had for the money here. Look at that driveway and those pole barns. Beautiful entry. And while we're going to tour through the house, what really screams unique on this house is, of course, the exterior, the extra house, the pole barns, and all of that. You got the tray ceiling in the dining room with room enough to seat a table for 10. You could probably get 12, 14, maybe even 16 in there if you jam them in there. Beautiful woodwork, oak cabinetry, eat-in kitchen and bar. Got the screened in porch. Screened in porch isn't right. Windowed in porch, as it were. Beautiful living room with fireplace. Moving into the primary suite. And like I said, this house has a beautiful exterior. The interior is just as beautiful. You got the jacuzzi tub in the in that suite as well. Lots and lots of space in the bathroom. You're not going to run into each other. We start moving into the secondary bedrooms. Look at that gigantic shower and all of the tile work there in the bathroom. Moving into secondary bedrooms and dens. Laundry room downstairs. Not, I just say that automatic. My laundry room is downstairs. We got the loft area upstairs. Makes a great playroom or extra bedroom. Garage. Look at that immaculate garage. I mean, that calling that a garage is like giving it is like insulting it. Backup generator comes with the house. That's a screened-in porch. Then we move out to what really sells this property. You got the heated shop and the pole barn. You want to do carpentry, welding, winemaking, whatever it is you want to do. Here's the second home. Just so many possibilities with this property. So that is 2775 East State Road 28 in Frankfort. 18.77 acres, 4,337 square feet in the main house. And there's another house and a pole barn and a heated pole barn. The main house has 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, currently listed, sit down, $1,250,000. And if you want to check it out, go to thelafayettereal.com/YouTube and let's work together on checking out these cool homes here in the greater Lafayette area. We're going to go on one more tour here in the greater Lafayette area, but while I'm getting ready for that, you're going to hit the like and subscribe button. Next up, we're going to go check out some lake living here in a second. Let me get loaded up, almost ready for you. We're going to move a little north. This time, we're going to go up to Monticello. Right on, well, I was going to say it's right on Schaefer. They still call it, the map is calling it Tippecanoe River here. Right here, Bayfront Drive, 4954 Bayfront Drive. Indiana Beach is just down this way in Lake Schaefer properly. So you're on the east/north side of the river/lake. So you just got to cross over to get to Indiana Beach. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,378 square feet. And I guess before I give you that, I have been talking about like what it takes to get somewhere. So from here to Purdue University Stewart Center, it is 56 minutes, 36 and a half miles. So about an hour. Sounds a little far. I know people that do it every day. If you want to live that lake life, but you still want to work at Purdue University or somewhere in the greater Lafayette area, people do it every day. But you can also get a job in Monticello. To get into Monticello itself, it's a whopping 11 minutes, 7.3 miles. Now, if you wanted to go to Northwest Indiana, let's use Maryville as an example. It's actually not that far. It's only 75 miles. I know that kind of might sound like a far away, but like you kind of get lake life and your own retreat while not being crazy far from lots and lots of other cool places to go and amenities to check out. So let's go on a tour of 4954 East Bayfront Court in Monticello. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,378 square feet on 0.61 acres. And what makes this one cool and interesting is that it is a lakefront home. So let's check it out. And of course, you got your own private dock. You got the deck, composite decking. There's a hot tub. Trying to see how many boat dock spaces. Waterfront, you got 1,000 square foot deck at Lakeside. You got the boat lift. You got that's just so cool. Now, the thing with lake houses is the side that faces the lake is the pretty side, and the side that faces the street is the not so pretty side. So this would be the front, although I would argue that the front is actually the boat side, looking out at the water, which you can do and swim out to your swim platform there. Look at the windows on that place, just absolutely beautiful. You have a guest cottage right here on its own parcel, which you can rent for additional income, so you can help pay your mortgage with a rental there. You can keep your pontoon boat on the lift and also your jet skis on the. Nobody actually uses jet skis. It's all wave runners now, right? Looking down on the cottage from above, beautiful, beautiful lake, river views. We'll head inside here in a second, but look at the beautiful stone porch as well. And as we move closer into the house, there's the aerial view. Like I said, just down the lake from Indiana Beach. Close enough to be fun, far enough to not be next door. You got the hot tub built into the deck. That sounds kind of nice today. It's definitely cooling off outside. I wouldn't mind sitting in a hot tub. Look at the great room. Just look at this. So much space to unwind and relax, have friends and family join you. You got the gas fireplace. Looking down the deck, yes, yes, yes. Let's check out that house. You got the white countertops and the farmhouse style hood over the range, stainless steel appliances, the farmhouse style sink, beautiful brickwork on the mantle, corner dining room with the windows overlooking the lake and the guest cottage. Plenty of natural light coming into the house. Then we move into the wood beam rooms up in the bedrooms. I'm trying to figure out whose camera that was. I can see somebody's camera here. Not sure who uses that. So you kind of get that cabin feel. Then look at this. I get a kick out of this TV. It's the TV that recesses down into the hope chest isn't quite the right word, but man, look at that primary suite upstairs with that gigantic vaulted ceiling and the arched windows. Just so much space. All of the stone tile work in the bathroom. Shower large enough for, yeah. Then we move into the guest cottage. A little smaller, a little more compact, but still quite nice. Plenty of room to be had there for guests, and then we'll finish up with a tour of the docks and of the storage space downstairs. So there you go. That is 4954 East Bayfront Court in Monticello. That is 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 4,378 square feet, lakefront/riverfront, 0.61 acres. Currently listed for $1,175,000. And if you'd like to check it out, go to thelafayettereal.com/YouTube and fill out the form, and let's work together on going to tour these beautiful homes here in the greater Lafayette area. We checked out one in Monticello, we checked out one in Frankfort, and we checked out one in Williamsport. I hope you enjoyed that tour of the expanded area of Greater Lafayette. Thank you so much for joining me here on At Lafayette Live. I am Jeff Gooch with the Russell Company powered by At Properties, and I'd love to be your local Lafayette real estate resource of choice. Go to thelafayettereal.com/YouTube and let me know how I can help you with buying and selling here in the Greater Lafayette area. Thank you so much for spending your Monday evening with me. I look forward to chatting with you throughout the week in the comments and on social media, and join us again next week for our next edition of At Lafayette Live. Thanks so much. Have a great week, everybody.